Hello Australia, hello United States, hello world. I'm Pavel Bilan and I'm Australian citizen, a Ukrainian citizen. Together with my wife Natalia, we are staying in Ukraine, and this is our update on how life is and what's happening here from our perspective as we see it. We are in the city called Dnipro, which is at the moment, thanks God, is a safe place. And many people from ruined cities, ruined towns, ruined villages are coming here. And our city is a place where big flow of refugees coming into, many of them going through, some are staying here. We live in this new reality, and many things are becoming as if we're getting used to so many things, and we can't believe this ourselves. But we didn't choose this, we didn't choose the circumstances, but we choose to be strong under these circumstances. Many of you know me as a pastor and life coach, and from my experience from working with people, helping others to be strong and trying myself to be strong, I've learned one very important lesson in the past, which is very helpful right now. It's a prayer. It's called serendipity prayer, which goes like this: God, help us to accept what we can't change. Help us to change what we can change, and give us wisdom to see the difference between the two. So what we can't change is the fact that the war is on. What we can change, we can change by helping other people to survive. And to see the difference, that's the trickiest thing. To see the difference is a question of focus for us, what we choose to focus on right now. And we're telling ourselves every day that we focus on what we actually can do, how we can help. Friends, at this point, I'd like to acknowledge the practical financial help that we received from Australia, from United States. Thank you, friends. You know who you are. We've been helping people in this way. As like I said, our city is dealing with the flow of refugees. A number of different organizations are trying their best to help. Government organizations, private schools, church organizations, many others. So what we do, we liaison with them. We liaison with predominantly private organizations who we've known for a very long time, individuals who we have known for a very long time, and we learn about the needs and we help. So we give the financial resources that we receive, we give to things like this: the purchase of food, of consumables, because people come into certain places, to schools, to churches, they stay there overnight and sometimes couple of nights, and then they move on. So they need to provide bedding for them, they need to wash this bedding, they need to give people essential things like toothpaste, like soap, like all these other things. And these things are needed in big quantities, as you can imagine. We also help people, those who want to settle here in Dnipro. We gave our own unit, which we were able to do it. Unit that belonged to my family for many years. We opened the doors for people to stay there for free. What else we do? We learn about individuals and families who lost their income. These people, they're able-bodied people, they can work. But under the circumstances, they can't work because the business is closed. And the owners of the businesses, some of them were not able to continue on. They can't employ people any longer. So we try to help those people basically survive. We give them money so they can buy food for themselves. Thanks everyone again for helping us, helping other people. We don't run a fund, not an official fund or something like that. We simply contact with those people individually who are willing to help, people who have known us perhaps for a very long time before this was started, and so on. Another thing which is very important, we provide emotional and spiritual support. Being a pastor for many years, I'm a believer, and in times like this, I do rely on God. And I support people who are finding comfort, who are finding their solace in spiritual things, like prayer meetings. I run them every evening on Viber. So in that way we connect with many people, and I believe this spiritual support enables other people to become helpers of others, not just receivers of help. Friends, this I know that's very very wide, very general. We can't provide you with photos. We will try to do that, but as you can imagine, not many people want to be photographed at this time. We don't want to put people under additional distress by coming and taking pictures of them, how we're giving them some help and so on. It's inappropriate in many cases. So those of you who can rely on us, who know us, if you can help, we really appreciate that. So many people ask us, how else can we help Ukraine? How else can we help this situation? If it's not money, what else? Friends, things are numerous. There are so many things that you can do. Things like, of course, praying for us. I believe in the power of prayer personally myself. Ukrainian army believes in the power of prayer, because we hear lots of reports where amazing things happening, things that shouldn't have happened. They do happen. Enemy is very strong, but they can't do much in many places. So we rely on God's protection, and we are not ashamed to admit it. And at times like this, that's our main hope, if not the only one in many cases. You can help. You can help by reading our I put on my Facebook, and there are other people doing that, various links, how you can directly help Ukrainian army if you want. You can help by contacting international big companies, asking them, have they stopped dealing with Russia? Because that's important. Many are trying to avoid sanctions. Many are trying to seize the opportunity, because Russia is under sanctions, and it's easier for many companies to cut the best deals with them. So it's time when many people are put under test, and those companies as well, whether they value lives or money. What do they value more, money or lives? So don't be afraid. Ask these questions. Approach big companies. Ask them, what do they do? Do they support the aggressor, or do they support and do their best to support people who stand up for their freedom? Another thing, friends, you can do, you can be careful, look around. In Australia, in Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, there are many properties that belong to Russian elite. People who have stolen money, and they bought big mansions, big places for themselves there. And they're the people who should be under sanctions today. So Ukrainian government is trying to locate these places and to take action against them. So the more pressure is put on Russian government and Russian elite, the more they feel the pain after what they've done, the better it is. Friends, these are practical things that you can do. And please keep thinking, keep exploring how you can help. Put those statements on your Facebook pages, on your Telegram pages. Declare that you support Ukraine, that you support Ukrainian people here. And friends, we believe in our victory. We believe that we're standing for something that is right. And we're determined to be here as long as it takes. Thank you once again for your support. And we stay in touch. And God willing, as opportunity comes, we'll be putting updates here. God bless. Stay with Ukraine.